Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to another Palavi Market Research video. Today is my birthday. We're going to be discussing meta skills. And we're going to be discussing maybe the most important of all the meta skills today. And that is systems creation and systems management. Okay? It's like operations of systems, of your own personal systems. Because a lot of us are confused. A lot of us believe that we all have these different goals, that we're all seeking out different things, that we're all so unique. But that couldn't be further from the truth. We all have literally the same goals. We all basically start at the same place. Okay? Now, what do I mean? I mean, our goals are the same. We all want to be more healthy. We want to have more money. We all want to be with an attractive and healthy life partner. And we want to live in a beautiful place, an environment, right? It's all that simple. And if you don't already understand this, like if you want to be more attractive, you just need to be more healthy. And if you think you don't want more money, then wait till your kid gets sick. Okay? Now, in preparation for this video, I was kind of meditating on this and I came up with this framework, this idea, and I don't know if this is unique at all, but it's this very simple distinction between time independent needs and time dependent needs. Now, what the hell do I mean by this? I mean that in these pink lines, you'll see that these are needs that are independent of time. So a need dependent of time would be like me needing to borrow a phone charger for my sister, right? That's time dependent. Time independent is I just went on a run, I need a glass of water, right? So understanding the difference between these things, understanding that certain problems that you have in your life have are either time dependent or not, right? So if you have a time dependent problem, you probably need a time dependent solution and vice versa. Okay? This will hopefully help optimize your framework. Now, how do we get what we all want? That's what that's what this video is about, right? How do we actually get to achieve our goals? And it's through these systems, right? And in order to understand the systems that I'm talking about, you need to understand the systems I'm not talking about. And that these are these automated systems, right? These are like the systems in your body that just work every day. But isn't it interesting? They work automatically every day, irrelevant of what's actually happening, right? Now, obviously, they need certain inputs, certain like water, but very, very minimal things, sufficient blood. So, what we're discussing is manual systems, okay? The creation of manual systems, because at the end of the day, all habits precede manually created systems. And a habit is the habituation to a consistent system within a defined environment. I'm going to read that one more time. All habits precede manually created systems. So when you read those books, Atomic Habits, and they tell you if you want to succeed in your goals and you want to get to your goals, you're going to have to get all these good habits, right? That is that is true, right? But it's not helpful because it doesn't tell you how to cultivate habits, right? Because habits are all preceded by creating systems, right? To create a system is actually how you create a habit. You can't create a habit and then create a system afterwards. That doesn't even make sense, right? So if you want to have healthy habits, you need to habituate yourself to consistent systems within defined environments. And so if you've ever been to like a really successful person's house, you'll see this. You'll see that their gym is an office. Their office is a gym. Like these like they have the workout, like they have a treadmill or a rowing machine inside that space. Okay. You'll also notice that they have defined spaces for like their creative expression, right? Or for meditation and yoga practices like that. And I mean, like you can think about this as like phenomenological practice, right? So like that's a practice like gardening or art, right? Where you're interacting with something outside yourself that's phenomenological, right? So you are going to the garden every day, you're watering the plant, you're seeing it grow, you're seeing it bud, you're seeing what it's not reacting to well, maybe it needs to be in a different soil, like, right? And same thing with your painting. Like if you're working with a certain color, then maybe you want to start working with a different color. And then, if you're working with a different material and you want to blah, 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 right? These are phenomenological practices. And you want a phenomenological practice and you want a practice that, touches in your mind as well, like an introspective practice that helps you rest reflect, and see the field, right? You want that eagle consciousness, eagle vision, right? You want to see from the highest place and see the furthest from the highest place. That's what an eagle does, right? It literally flies to the highest point in the sky and it can see farther than any bird. That's what you want to become, and that's what you would do in a practice like that. And then obviously, between those two things, between those two practices of introspection and and phenomenological practices, then you're going to have ideas that you want to execute, right? The ideas that you need to apply into the world and exert yourself into it, right? And how to do that and where you're going to do that is going to be in this kind of environment, right? In the exertion work environment. Okay. So if I can leave you with anything, it's this: understand that if you want to get closer to your goals don't matter at all. Goal setting doesn't even matter because you want the same you want you know what you want. And if you don't know what you want, then you need to go and sit in a room in the dark by yourself until you figure it out, which will probably only take 20 minutes. So, grow up. Let's do this. And hope you guys have a great day. All right. Peace out.